Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing. Pass to Rodman. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Artest. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
Yeah, they never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Tries again. Pass to Rodman. And stolen by Caruso. On the lane, Wiggins. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
They get the rebound. Rodman with the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Now, here's Jokic. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here's Ball. Rodman outside. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
This is not a guy who's going to back down from contact. Steph Curry takes the knock inside, and for a jump shot specialist, this guy draws his share of fouls. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
The big fella, Jokic wastes no time getting those 3 points back.
The shot's good from Rodman.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
And that one's good, Jokic.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Down low. Back to George. Tries to save it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Timeout is called by Charles Lee. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So it's the Hornets now. They trail by 1. 5 to shoot. Here's Rodman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Ball. Still yet to score. Rodman outside. Pass to George. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Bull can't hit. They time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And here's Jokic. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
They set the screen. Outside for George. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. George has got 5.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wiggins from outside. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Hornets on top, up by 1.
The Mavericks, 12.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game, guys. We've been watching from the Hornets.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Charlotte in the lead. Pass to Smith. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Wiggins outside. Robinson down low. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
first personal foul, first team foul.
Here's Curry.
Substitution for the Mavericks. Number 1.
Curry crashes inside.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Robinson. And Bull pulls it down.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside Artest. Outside Robinson. Wiggins from outside. Not going to fall. Starting off slow, he misses his first three from the floor. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And now we've got the intentional foul. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Outside Robinson. Richardson outside. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Twice on the pipe, send it back, Andre Drummond.
And McBride gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rim.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Artest.
Ron Artest.
And he banks in the layup. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead. And so it's Charlotte with it. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
.112 left in the first half of the game. And George, here we go. Oh, he jams it right over Mitchell Robinson. Wow!
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nice.
And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Fultz. Pass to Duren. Back to Fultz. The shot's good. Fultz has got it all tied up now for the Manders.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Outside, ball. Smith, left side. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here.
And for your Hornets, Dennis Rodman, Stephen Curry.
Curry on the wing. 6 to shoot. Rodman down low. Outside for Curry. Drummond a screen. Over Richardson. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Wiggins. And stolen by Drummond. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And we'll be back with you right after this.
25.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screen, but especially late on drives to the rim.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's made the decision that he wants to huddle up with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Now, Suggs, out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jokic. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Jokic just got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs. And here is Ball. Still scoreless. Pass to Curry. Come on, Steph! Ridiculous!
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, it's been average at best at the line. Only 71% as a shooter.
And he sinks the second.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
The kick out to Ball. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Suggs with the ball. 5 points in the game. Counted good. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Pass to George. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. George has got 10.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Curry on the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I think when you're a multi-time MVP, as Steph Curry is, on any drive, you're going to earn the whistle because you have that kind of respect.
Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Caruso. Jokic a screen. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 before now.
Curry outside. Here's Bull. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Bull's got his first points of the game.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And George hits the whistle that time.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Number 1.
Inside. Pass to Caruso.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clock at 6. Here's Big Nikola Jokic. It's good.
Jokic.
A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Here's Ball. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Curry. Outside, George. And Rodman with the slam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Charlotte in the lead, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And so here's Charlotte. Now Ball.
Yo, set it up.
Driving inside. And the shot goes in. And the Hornets lead by 4.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
There's a screen by Robinson. Jokic has a two-pointer. It's Drummond with the rebound. Hornets leading by 4. It's George on the wing. Oh, good with the triple. Richardson attacking. And he converts the layup.
Richardson.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
From deep, George. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
The Dallas team, 36.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And so Curry will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. The lead is 2. Let it go from 14. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rodman. Great D that time from Artest. And so it's Dallas with him. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The drive by Jokic to take the lead. Rebound Andre Drummond. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And the Hornets making a change here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good on the triple. Wiggins has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Mavs. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Jokic. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Nifty move. He lays it in. Jokic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And here is Rodman. Pass to Curry. Clock at 6. Curry gets it to go inside.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Ball. Second chance effort. Ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Caruso with the ball. To the inside. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Ball with it. Now defended by Wiggins.
Yeah, and Ball jumps all over the defense, especially when they give him a lane to the basket. Outstanding at forcing the issue.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, in a game this tight, you can't overlook how important those free throws could be.
And it's Jokic in the corner. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Charlotte now. Curry on the wing. Here's Rodman. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Dennis Rodman.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his team.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Artest left side. Here's Jokic. Oh, Jokic powering him. Inside. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Curry with a wide open look. Trifecta.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver it.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Here's Suggs. No good on the quick three. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Suggs with the ball. Now Smith defending. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5.
Despite his young age, we know Jalen Suggs has proven to be a tremendous leader. His teammates love playing with this guy.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone contributing. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And here are the Mavericks now.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Thomas outside. Dallas, no good that time either. So it's the Hornets picking up the win.